Okej, czyli wracamy. W części drugiej jesteśmy w Warszawce, czyli tam, gdzie właściwie skończyłam poprzednim razem. No i możemy kontynuować.
Why such a crowd?
A circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocateurs.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa! Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Poliaki. We want that rebel. The loudmouth.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
That seems more like a job for the servants, young lady.
Go ahead. Look down. Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
I'm going to take a look around. Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
I know.
If you don't want to fight, then hide when they start shooting.
Dobra. Okej. I mamy sierżanta i mamy kaprala. Panie sierżancie. Dobrze, stanie się składza. Możemy na pewno spuścić tiry. Możemy wydać bandę. Zaraz zagadam tego sierżanta.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment to arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodи, we'll be home in November.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Polyak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno? Scrum! Dawaj.
Dostateczno. Should we go in and capture the worker who's mouthing off and let the rest go?
Da, sierżant. We can use anyone as an example.
Szagom marsz!
Goodbye.
You're welcome.
I wanted to thank you at our next meeting. We could use someone like you.
We? Meaning the people you were carrying ammunition for and who got you Dutch pomade for your hair.
Sugestywne.
You haven't just got pretty
Wybory.
eyes, you know how to use them. Maybe you'll find time one day for some jam donuts at Burke Rotblitz's.
Spotkamy się w pączkach. Na pewno spotkamy się w pączkach. Dobra, zobaczmy. Aha, na powiązki, na pogrzeb ojca. Zamknięty, 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 zamknięty. Komisariat. Tramwaj, dorożka. Aha, i nigdzie nie pójdę. No, zerknę. Dobra, ja to chyba nic nie znajdę. Okej, to idę na lepsze. Gdzie ten tramwaj? Tramwaj. Puste. Dobra. Ach, szkoda, że na to nie widzę. Zamknięte również. Niefortunnie. A to co to? Czekolady. O! Ciekawe. Czy Wiktor Szulski jest artystą? Mauzoleum Szulski.
Excuse me, may I? I need to get to a funeral.
He's a tempermancer. Don't let him through.
O?
I'm asking you kindly get out of my way before things get nasty.
Get that heretic with fire and sword.
Chryste. Który? A to dalej ten. A, o! Jakie posiłki są w drodze? normalnie, zaraz normalnie... A. O, okej. A masz. Chamie.
That was so enchanting. Spectacular. You with a scowl and a puffed out chest, and them dropping like flies in the blink of an eye? Collapsing on their own, becoming delirious? Extraordinary. Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Would you care to give me an interview?
Thank you, but I'm already late.
Boże, to jest tylko pić. Nawet spokojnie przejść nie można. Jezu, knęłam.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
We've ruled out any coronary causes since the doctors couldn't confirm whether the deceased had a heart.
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
Dobra, ja chyba nie ogarnęłam wcześniej po prostu tych opcji dialogowych, bo ja myślałam, że one są czasowe. One nie są czasowe, tylko po prostu chwilę im zajmuje, żeby się odkryły. Ja myślałam, że to trzeba, wiecie, tak na szybko.
I knew you'd turn up.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Stasha loved you in his own way. You look well. Lygia said you found some quack healer.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You don't recognize me, do you? But do you remember who taught you how to shoot starlings?
Uncle Voronin, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I probably wouldn't recognize myself anymore. Go look in on your sister, she's worried. We'll talk at home.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly.
Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better. Definitely closer to the truth. The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 saluters. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother because she wanted something for herself in life. Lygia because she wasn't born a boy. Me because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
I was reflecting at the grave of my beloved father.
You tricked me. I heard something else. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
With all due respect, this is my personal business. It was my father who knew you, not me.
True. Please forgive me. I meant no harm. Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kanieczkin. Ivan Kanieczkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had. I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
Hm. Hmm. Jest, drugi, dobra, dawaj mi tego. A. Nikodem Szulski.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Shabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually sparing you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a Thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Okay.
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Piwerka bym się napił? Jezus.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You looked just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Dobra, zobaczmy.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietya! Forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stasios. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure. How did it go? Mission accomplished?
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasha's study after every funeral we went to, and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasha and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
May the ground be soft, Father. I'm not betting there's an afterlife.
Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, Uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
You'll all have to wait for me a moment yet.
All right, but hurry up.
To się jeszcze napić? No ale to szczęśliwe, no. Dobra, piwnicę sprawdziliśmy. Gabinet ojca, ogród, plac zielony. Co oni nade wszystko? Okej, to jest. O, można się przebrać? O Chrystusie niebieski. Nie mogę go obrócić, żeby zobaczyć, ale no dobra. Bardzo ładne. Czy mogę stąd wyjść? Aha. Drzwi muszę otworzyć. Mój list z Paryża. Siostro moja. Już lepiej mogę coś do ciebie napisać. Taka szczęść mi tego boli. Nie jestem sam w ręce. Dzielę zależnie jakim Reportem Mortonem. Nie pamiętam nazwiska. Przywiezł tu z Londynu z kliniki doktora Zawarta. Bardzo ciekawy przypadek. Całe dnie spędza na polowaniach na ćmy, karaluchy, biedronki i żółtki, które do nas zaglądają. Zjada je. Mówi, że daje mu to siłę czekać na przyjście Pana, ale chyba nie chodzi mu o Zbawiciela. Nie potrafisz to odtworzyć wszystkich szczegółów, bo raczej z pojmonem łez wciąż mam w strzępach. No, odwiedził mnie niedawniej, jak tydzień temu. Wiem, że to niemożliwe. Tego chyba tylko w mojej głowie, ale tak wyraźnie. On, jako król piekła, został zastępem demonów, cieniami jego przeciwników, którzy wołali mnie do siebie. To było tak rzeczywiste. W końcu ciężko mi zebrać myśli. Tutaj jeszcze coś jest. Mamy... Anton. Już wracam chwilkę. O? Dobra, tu już nie ma.
I am ready, Mr. Shulsky. I only need all of you to be present. Can we start reading your father's will?
Yes, let his will be done. Begin.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulsky's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaclav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen. Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter Ligia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following: my collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement. Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
I wish you success with your business and your hunting. I'm going to have something to eat before heading off.
Just a moment yet, Mr. Shulsky. Your name is also mentioned here.
A last-minute plot twist.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared? Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
He died as he lived, miserably. He couldn't have met a more fitting end after what he did to me. What he did to the Niedzic's family.
You've got to know that Papa felt guilty, even if he didn't say so outright. I'm not going to defend him, but I can't criticize him either. Even I don't know what really happened back then with Aborice.
An accident is what happened, and father treated 2 kids like the worst disgraces in the world. As if it had been premeditated.
When a person dies so suddenly, their unfinished business remains. We'll never learn what Stasio carried in his heart.
What do you intend to do?
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
And Mordechai Chayat? Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Zagadaj. Pracę możemy odebrać. Chopin. Wybornie.
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
Dobra, co tu jeszcze? Liścik. Dziś wieczór. Czyżby kobieta? A. Tam. No. Mhm. Okej, czyli tu już nic nie będzie. Okej. I to mamy wszystko na razie. No.
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Has something happened?
To me? No. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes, 7 Pobocznymi Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Pobocznymi.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies. It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death. Sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
That won't take long. Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it. But she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with thaumaturgy?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
Okej, Grażynka. Musiałem zagadać.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Who is she? And what does Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the crème de la crème of Warsaw.
A sama bym zapytała, ale już
We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation. And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
Przecież dobrze wygląda. Nie ma opcji, nie ostrzygę go. Dobra, trzeba opuścić ten przybytek. Odwiedź Golibrodę. Golibrodo. Czy to jest konieczne? Czy mogę nie odwiedzać Golibrody? Miejsce odpoczynku, coś interesującego. Okej. O! Ciekawe. Mam odwiedzić Golibrodę. Na powiązki. Proszę. Kościół! Wielu z nas zamiast nabożeństwa wybiera wizytę w przybytkach rozrywki. O matko. Najpierw. Golibrodo. Coś interesującego. Powiązkowa 7. Skowska, przepraszam, czytać nie umiem. Czyli tam jest Rasputin, zdaje się chyba. A, tak, mam koło cmentarza. O. Wow. Odwiedź Rasputina. Najpierw pójdziemy tam. Dobra, już pójdę do tego Golibrody. Gdzie on jest? Jeszcze nie wiem. Fotografia, no?
Come in.
Please set my hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
O, okej. Dobra, zobaczmy, co tu możemy zrobić z nim. Klasyczny ład. Nadwiślański sznyt. Akuratny syreniak. O Chryste. Szkoda, że nie mogę go obrócić. Przydałoby się. Ej. A skąd ja wiem, jak mam wyglądać, jak ja mam się ostrzyć, żeby... Dobra, pozbawmy się chociaż wykrócę jak Lincoln. Brudka. A jak
I'm
tak zrobię,
sorry.
to będzie git?
I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
I can't help noticing that you're the most tight-lipped barber I've been to. And even you admit that you rarely talk to clients. Why is that?
When I prepared them for their final journey, it's hard to ask for their opinion.
So you style the deceased too?
Mostly. They still need to look good. After all, you only get a funeral once in your lifetime. So, what do you think? Do you like it?
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
Czyli najpierw pójdziemy jednak tam. Na Powiśle. O. No całkiem to spore. W którym miejscu? Tu. Prawie wypadło.
You're not from round here, I can see.
Good evening. Is this a bad time?
It is a bad place, fancy boy. It is for the locals.
I got it. I'll see myself out.
A, no tak. Zapewne jeszcze tam wrócę. It's for the locals. O. Number. Wybierz zdrowie, stosuj mydło. To jest bardzo słuszne i nie da się zaprzeczyć.
I haven't been here in a while. What do you want to tell me, friend?
I'll be first. You'll see.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
Wiecie?
That kid, it's me. My mother thought I'd lost my mind. So did Liga, I guess. And that, as we know, didn't happen until much later. I didn't remember that Abauriza was there too. He must have been. After all, he'd laughed at me later for wetting my pants. It was my birthday. Was it then that you chose me?
O matko. Który tam? Czy to jest Zantus? Dobra, wybaczcie, ale nie będę tego czytać. Czyli mamy Zantus? Gdzie? Okej, czyli to jest puste. W porządku. Ha. Coś tu.
Well, there we have it.
Jedziemy kimś tam, okej. Pamiętajcie, że to nas jest najwyższą formą dojrzałości obywatelskiej. To chyba byłam. Dobra, najpierw zrobimy to zadanie dla tego gościa. Znaczy gościa, dla upyra. Tam nie byłam. Na pewno. Okej, znalazłam coś.
Morana, hello. Let's see what brought you here. I felt something. Where is it?
Potem pracy. Jeszcze pracy. Kurde.
Please, step back. This is a crime scene.
I can see that. Am I wrong, or does the deceased have no eyes?
Yeah, no eyes, all right. And why would there be? He's the fisherman's sixth victim.
Hey, Rogulski, cut the chit-chat. And you, 3 steps back. Go on!
Is the fisherman some local criminal?
Get out of here while I'm still asking nicely.
Easy, I'm going now. I don't want to bother you.
Just what I need. A fucking throng of onlookers.
Move a little to the left, will you? You are blocking my view.
What are you doing here? Drawing an illustration for a newspaper?
For myself, as a local artist. I'm Cayetan.
Do you specialize in still lives?
Yes, you might say that. Here in Powiśle nothing interesting's ever happened. But there you go. Murders with an artistic twist. Very inspiring material.
Powiśle doesn't seem like a pleasant place to live.
Is life itself pleasant? I don't think so. Even those mutilated bodies, they have no eyes. As if the murderer tried to say there's nothing to see here.
So you're saying that nothing matters?
Exactly. Once, misfortune brought me to this river. I wanted to end my life. But the river wouldn't have me and threw me back on the bank. I decided to stay around.
What exactly do you paint?
Dead bodies.
Someone might say the dead deserve respect.
I'm saying that both life and death are meaningless. You are blocking my view.
I'll go now.
Nice rugs. They smell like downtown.
What are you sniffing around here for, Outlander?
You'd better not get in my way when I'm working.
And what does a whelp like your double in?
Maybe he's the murderer. The young master was bored and came to Powiśle for a taste of gore.
He'll taste it all right.
His own.
A, to chyba ona będzie. A, tutaj jest obrazy, to piknę. Czego tu jeszcze nie mamy? Wszystko mamy. Potężną moc. Dobra, jeszcze jest trochę. nami. Tamy. Bardzo wolno. Ojej. Ja muszę przerzucić tego ciula. Boże, chłop się tu...
Any fish biting?
It doesn't matter. What do you want?
My name is Victor. I only wanted to ask what was going on here.
With those damn police?
They are trying to catch the fisherman, and the fisherman is doing his bit.
Is it bad that they're doing their job?
And what for? Did anybody call them? Anybody complain?
What, do you think murder doesn't bother anyone?
Like there are never any murders in Powiśle. Big deal.
The river giveth and the river taketh away.
We'll do fine. We don't need the police here.
Who's the fisherman?
The one who left the body on the beach. Stark naked, with pebbles in place of eyes, and a hook stuck in the roof of the mouth.
Like a fish. That's what he always does.
The police call him a serial killer. A dozen people he's snuffed out like that already. The son of a gun.
You sound like it doesn't bother you too much.
And what should it bother me for? If he kills, he kills. We are not to judge if that's good or bad.
The river giveth, and the river taketh away. Yep.
And they can't catch the fisherman even though he continues to kill. Is that right?
He's smart, shrewd, not like those police fools. And everyone knows who he is.
How so?
Because, you see that guy on the beach who set up his easels in the sand and is painting?
He's the fisherman.
He paints all those bodies. He's always around the new ones. They even raided that hovel of his. Right, Edek?
Yep.
And yet, he's still at large and keeps painting. So maybe he's not the fisherman after all.
Sure he is. Everyone says it's him. He's a weirdo, living like a hermit in that hovel. Nothing holds any value for him. So maybe he takes people's lives just for the hell of it.
Yep. And where is that hovel?
Go along the river and behind the workshop. Am I right, Eric?
Yep. Thank you, gentlemen. Happy fishing.
Yeah, right.
Dobra, gdzie ta rudera Kajetana?
Hey, you can't be here.
Cayetan doesn't allow it.
I don't like you, Sonny.
He's got nice shoes, though.
I wish I didn't buy them at all.
Well, I don't like that kind of resignation.
But I still like your shoes.
A, czyli to tak się robi, okej. A, okej, dobra. Mhm.
Is the painting finished?
Nope. The police took the body before I could finish. But I'm sure something new will appear soon.
Can I ask you a question? I think painting those bodies has become something very important to you.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
It seems it has given your life a new meaning.
Do you really think so?
Aren't you afraid you might be arrested? You're always the first one at the body. You paint it. To me, you look like a murderer.
Me? Why? The bodies appear on their own. Besides, let the police worry about that.
If they catch the murderer, there will be no more dead bodies to pose.
Right. I hadn't thought about that. I don't understand.
It seems that while contemplating the lack of sense in life, you did find something you care about.
Right. But that doesn't make sense. Why is it that in trying to go with the flow, I end up paddling harder? Where did I go wrong?
Beautiful. I wonder if you developed it when you tried to kill yourself, or if you had it before. It is your doubt, your resignation, your nihilism. It's time to free you from it.
Can you hear me? Take a step back from him.
What? What are you doing?
They're arresting me, that's what.
What are you arresting him for? Having strange interests? Have you got any proof?
We are arresting the prime suspect. Do not obstruct us.
Tell them what you told me. You are not the killer.
What difference does it make?
Pielevin, you know he's not the one.
What can I do? This case is taking too long anyway.
How are you going to sleep after this?
I'm going to booze it up till I fall asleep. Preferably in moonshine.
And now it starts to rain.
Get it away from me! I don't want to touch it.
Yellow belly.
Shut up! Hey, you! What do you want here?
What is that you're playing with?
It's a hook from a real dead man. A dead man's hook. Quiet, you dolts!
This hook is from the fisherman's victim, isn't it?
So what if it is? What's it to you? They've already caught the murderer.
What if I tell you that they didn't? That they caught the wrong man?
The fuck they did? Get lost! Unless we trade for it. Got anything interesting to barter with?
You'll give me the hook because I say so. It's not a toy.
Oi! Mietek! This flunky wants to show us his pecker in the bushes.
You perverted fuck! Touching children, is it? I'll give you a pounding that the dungeon can only dream of!
Okay. No tak, on ma niewrażliwe. No, że muszę to zrobić.
You sure showed them. Well, well, I admit that you know how to fight. At first, I took you for a police oath, but I was wrong.
How flattered I am by your compliments. I thank you most sincerely for them. And now, I would like to get this hook.
Well, after a fight like that, you earned it. Here.
Hey, what's this supposed to be? I mean...
Shut it! So what now?
Now I'll examine the hook and keep looking for other clues.
Pietrik's a lickspittle for the coppers.
Shut your mouths! Or you lose even more teeth. I'll help you. Come find me near Antiaja's brothel. We can resume the investigation there. All right, enough of this. Let's leave this place. So then I tell him, stick that rubble up your ass. I've got my honor.
You sure are a canny lad.
Hello.
I'm on my break. Come back later.
I sent him, Auntie Clara. We're doing an investigation together.
You're always up to something, Piotruś. What investigation?
What are we doing here?
What do you mean? The aunties are the key to the world of information. They know and hear more than anyone else in Powiśle.
Are you his actual aunt?
You really are a tourist. Of course they're not. But I prefer them to the real ones. They always help me somehow when I'm in trouble. They'll dress a wound, give me an apple, or a beer.
Piotruś, nothing gets by you. You remember that lady's gloves? I said I liked them once, and he brought them to me the next day.
Well, just say the word.
What do you know about the fisherman?
All I know is he's in jail. Finally. This cursed place can breathe a little.
He's not in jail, though. We're looking for the real one.
Piotruś, is that the investigation you're playing?
What do you mean, playing? We're both dead serious and committed, Auntie.
You better watch out. You'll get in trouble.
What next, partner?
It's not over yet. Now, we split. You go grill the other aunties, and I'll see you later. After dark, some of them work here, and others in the streets. Remember to tell them I sent you. Piotrek Justa, that is. And ask better questions this time.
Watch him. If anything happens to him, it's your fault.
Zaczekaj do nocy. Gdzie mogę zaczekać? Tam zaczekać.
Hello.
I can't stand this weather. Can I help you?
What are you selling?
My late husband's junk. I don't need to look at all of this if I can't look at him.
I'm sorry for your loss.
No point brooding over it. The river giveth, and the river taketh away.
I have to go now.
Goodbye.
Let's wait. So, did you miss the city? Me neither. Let's wait until... So, let's kill some time. Good evening.
Good evening. What do you want?
I bet he's a customer. Do you want to put him off?
How do I know if he's a customer or not? Bad things happen in this weather.
You're right. What brings you here?
What do you know about the fisherman?
What an odd question. Unless... God, it's him! He came to kill us!
But they just got him. That freak who painted corpses was the fisherman. He created inspiration for himself. Right?
Take it easy. I was sent here by Piotrek Justa.
Somehow I don't believe you. Maybe you got him too, fisherman.
Piotrek introduced me to Auntie Clara too. I assure you they are both alive. I just want to talk to you.
Well, if you hang around with Piotrek, you can't be the fisherman. Especially if you're that handsome.
This is Auntie Clementina, and you can call me Auntie Anastasia, like the Tsar's daughter.
But we don't know anything about the fisherman, and we'd rather not talk about him.
I'll be off now.
Too bad. I felt safer with you around.
Good evening.
Cloud behind the corner, 5 kopecks. Naked in a bed, 15. A blow will cost you 3. Unless you just want to watch something, then it's 2. If it's something else you're after, you can fuck off, or I'll call for help.
Piotrek Justa sent me. He's a nice kid.
Piotr sent you? Well, why didn't you say so? I'll give you a discount though.
No, that's not why I'm here. I just want to talk.
Well, fire away before someone is onto us.
The fisherman. Have you heard anything about him?
Only the things everyone's been prattling on about, but if it's information you want, buy yourself a newspaper. 2 kopeckas. Any other questions, or should we get to the point?
I'll let you get back to work. Goodbye.
What more do you want from me?
I got the hook from the victim's body. Local kids had stolen it.
I already have a few of these.
Because of it, I know, let's call it, the scent of the murderer. A thaumaturge could be useful in a case like this.
But the case is closed. That's enough. When I get sober, I put you in jail, I swear. Now leave me alone.
We'll see about that. I'll find out why you're so reluctant to run this investigation, and then we'll resume it together.
What? You're going to cast a spell on me, magician?
Who knows? Don't go anywhere. I felt something. Where is it? Maybe I will try later. Something is off.
Okej, czyli mamy jakieś poszlaki, ale jestem niedorozwinięta. I nie mogę ich... rozszyfrować, że tak powiem, więc chyba zdaje się, że musimy to odłożyć